What's good, YouTube? It's the Godfather Tank D, back with another video. Of course, I got my man
Hectic the Backpacker.
Listen, so we about to get into this video. This is gonna be another good one, man. Y'all tell us what you think about it in the comments below.
Let's go.
Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all the fun YouTube things, and we're gonna get straight into this thing. All right, so check it out. We got a video from the lead attorney.
Okay.
Where he basically breaks down this law of men can cheat, but there has to be certain stipulations that's met.
Right.
Okay. Now, I'm not going to play the whole video. I'm just going to kind of skip towards the end a little bit. And then I'm going to explain like some of the points that he was making and why certain things happen. And I want you to share your thoughts on it. And then, you know, we just going to go from there.
All right.
So I'm going to back up just a little bit. I want to kind of catch the tail end of it. And again, because it's the end of the video, I want to give a little bit of context first. So the first one is wives are forbidden to cheat.
Yeah.
Okay. The second one is husbands are forbidden to cheat.
Yeah.
Then he has an exception to that rule, which is notwithstanding number 2, husbands can cheat on their wives if all these conditions are met. So what are the conditions?
Let's go.
It says there's a marriage, so you have to be married. The husband has to be paying the majority of the household bills, which is 51%
or more.
Okay. Now I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit to the end, just so we can kind of, you know, see the whole thing.
Okay.
So then he says, the wife must. This is number 3. The wife must be capable, but unwilling to have sex with the husband.
In order for the husband, to cheat. Correct.
And the next one says the husband and the wife must have 1 or more children. So I want to explain this one real quick. So the reason why he put that one in there was because it was designed to incentivize you to get a divorce. He basically stated that if you guys don't have any children and she's not having sex with you, but she's capable and unwilling, then you guys just need to get a divorce. That was the whole point of number 4. Okay.
She still takes half of everything if you don't get a prenuptial agreement, but at least she's not taking the children.
Right.
Okay.
So that was that one. Then he has an exception to the exception. And that's what I'm about to play right now.
Notwithstanding the above, the husband is not allowed to cheat if the wife will consent to 50-50 custody. That's it, guys. If your wife is like, listen, I just don't want to have sex with you anymore, but we can co-parent, we'll get a divorce, 50-50 custody, now you've lost the right to cheat. Now you're back in divorce land. Divorce her. She'll agree to 50-50 custody. She'll agree to no child support. You're going to have your kid an equal amount of time.
All right.
That's fair.
Okay.
So what do you think? Do you think that's fair, what he said?
First of all, the way he wrote it in the law does not include divorce. It just concludes with 50-50 custody, which you can technically have within a marriage.
True, but I think the reason why, again, like when a lot of laws are written, is written to either to incentivize you to do or not do something.
Right.
They may not blatantly say, you know, we don't want you to kill a human being when they say, hey, you can't commit murder. The law just say murder is forbidden.
Notwithstanding, if somebody is trying to kill you, or you know,
if they are, you know,
fear for your life, or
criminal or something, because the government has the right to kill you in certain places.
Or if they're the government, they can just kill you just because they're the government.
Right.
So yeah, I get it. So, I still feel the same way. Like this is a thing that's is probably meant to incentivize women to be better wives, I guess, if that's what you call a better wife. But it also like it leads to a woman being resentful of their husband, whether or not, according to these laws, they cheat or not. Because if she's willing, or she's unwilling and capable, he's paying 51% of the bills, they got a kid. Then automatically her thought immediately goes to, whenever he wants to have sex, girl, you better do it. Or he could legally just go off on the deep end.
Or I need to make more money. So I'm making 51% and not him. Because then I can not sleep with him.
Which is harder for me to do because I'm a stay-at-home wife with a kid.
Man, women ain't staying at home like that no more. That's hard to do in this economy as it is.
That's
fact.
That's
a rarity. That's a huge luxury. And if you have that luxury, the least you can do is give up some ass.
How about if he got 100% of the bills? That means that she's got to take care of children. She's got to grind to get up to at least 50%. And she's got to be giving it up on a regular basis. She is not a happy wife.
You living rent free.
That's when I was a happy wife.
Free.
Look, that's when I was a happy wife. When I was living rent free off this nigga, didn't have to work a day in my life.
But now that I gotta give up some ass, and now I don't want to do that. Now I gotta go get a job.
Oh,
Can you believe this?
That's fucked up, man. You're making me like do what I would have to do if I wasn't married at all. God.
Right.
What a hassle. I don't know. It just seemed like I understand where he's coming from, like because the marriage system does not work to a man's benefit. So why not get it on both sides? I get that much, but I feel like that's kind of a resentful way to cure the negative things that marriage already is by making it negative on the other side too. So now it's even, like tit for tat.
I don't look at the law as negative or positive. I look at it really as neutral. And the reason why is because if you're that woman where you say, hey, look, I don't want to have sex with my husband. The first question I would ask is,
why?
Why? You know what I'm saying? Like, you married him. Why would you not want to have sex with your husband unless you got into marriage for nefarious reasons, meaning that you were never attracted to him, but it benefited you in some form or fashion to be with him. In which case, you were already doing wrong from the get-go. The giddy-up, you was wrong.
It could be a whole a plethora of different reasons. Like, again, if she has a child, her body is changing. And it's not changing to the point where she's incapable of sex. She just don't want it as much as she used to.
But that's different, though. Because, like, if a woman says, hey, I don't want to do it today, right?
Right.
But I'll do it with you tomorrow. Then she's still willing to have sex with you. Versus her saying, I don't want to have sex with you at all.
According to this law, it's not definitive. The moment she is capable and unwilling, according to this law, he can do whatever he want to do. Immediately.
Well,
there is no time period on there.
And I do think that would have to be defined a little bit.
Yeah.
I do think he would have to expound on that. But again, the only way that still goes into effect, not only does she have to be capable and unwilling, but he also has to be paying at least 51% of the bills. So again, if you're the woman and you're saying, okay, well, I don't want my husband to cheat, well, then you have a few options. You can either make more money so that y'all are either making 50-50 or you're making 51% of the money, which most women don't want to make more than their man because that kind of messes up the whole security thing. You can have sex with him. It's not going to kill you, I promise. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. Or you can make sure that you don't have children with him, because that was the other thing about this law. So if you don't have any children with him, he still cannot cheat.
But that's for people who are... In order for him to cheat,
there has to be children involved.
But that benefits people that didn't have children before marriage, but not so much the ones that already had kids before marriage.
As far as like with another person before there?
No, I'm saying like if a man and a woman have a child and then decide to get married, then it's like us not having children was never an option.
It was. You wait till you get married to have children.
No, I'm saying like if we already have kids and now we're husband and wife, the entirety of our marriage, That wasn't an option. I can't undo my kids.
Nah, that's right. That's true. But that once again leads to the other incentive, which is don't carry until you get married.
Until marriage.
No, I'm not saying don't have sex. Just don't get pregnant. You can have as much sex as you want to. Condoms are cheap, fellas. And for women, there are several forms of contraception for you. Pick one.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Or 2. Or 3. Or 12.
So let's not make it seem like, you can't have sex. I strongly disagree with that.
But look, all I'm saying is, like, all right, so as a person who's been married, in my experience, marriage changes a person. Like, you're not the same person. But it
shouldn't, though.
Look, but you're not gonna... So, under that assumption, you're never going to marry... You're never going to get the wife you asked for.
I did. When me and Lexi got married, our relationship, nothing changed. Nothing.
But and in fact,
I said it shouldn't. Like, now, I do think that in the marriage, y'all should mature.
Right.
But as far as like y'all changing and becoming, the opposite or different from what you initially asked for, that shouldn't change.
But here's the thing. With a certain level of commitment, the expectations change. You know what I mean? Now you're not just my boyfriend no more. You're my husband. Therefore, my expectations of what is normal has changed. So what the relationship we have is essentially over. You know what I'm saying?
But what do you mean when you say change? Like as far as
as if we were, like we were having sex, let's say 2-3 times a day.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's a vibe of, oh well, now we got married. I ain't gotta do that no more. I got him. You know what I mean?
Which that's nefarious. Is it not?
Nah, cause you my husband now.
No.
Like, you should never expect to get girlfriend privileges from your wife.
I actually expect more. And I should get more. Because when you become my wife, there's supposed to be certain benefits and privileges that become unlocked in doing so.
Right.
So,
I can dig that.
Like what are we talking about?
But again, it's not everybody's reality in marriage, man.
That's because people not doing it right.
Yes.
The thing is, a lot of people are, when they're getting married, a lot of them are rushing it. Number one.
Yes.
People aren't really taking the time to get to know each other.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing things out of order. You know what I'm saying? One of which is, having kids and this, and okay, well, I got a baby, which let's go ahead and get married. No, that's the wrong reason to do so.
Mm-hmm.
And then not having the same foundation. You know what I'm saying? If you're a Republican, the other person's a Democrat, and y'all say, we're going to get married. I don't think that's going to work too well. You know what I'm saying? You can't be somebody that's...
If you can keep, the home and the state separate, I guess that works.
What?
If you could be like...
Some things...
What they call it? Religion and state? You know what I'm saying?
Listen, some things, like, morally, y'all have to be on the same page on. And if that foundation is the same, then that's one of those things where it don't matter, like, what happens on top of the foundation, because that can always be repaired and rebuilt and flipped around and all that.
Let's say by the definition... We husband and wife, and we have the same, foundation, politically, spiritually, whatever, right?
Right.
At this point in our relationship, if man is paying 51+% of the bills, wife is capable, unwilling, and they got a kid, are the people with that same foundation now with the man out cheating, are they still gonna have that same foundation?
Well, that's the thing. If a part of your foundation is your moral compass, and you're going to have some men that just morally just won't cheat because that's just a part of his foundation. He's just not going to do it. And if you got with a wife...
I'm being legally incentivized to.
You're not being legally incentivized to. It's just saying that you have the ability to do it. You have the right to do it if you choose to, or not do it. Just like the woman has the right to do this or not do it. You see what I'm saying? She has the right to make more money. She has the right to have children or not have children. She has the right to have sex or not have sex.
So you're pro-choice on this?
Yeah, very, very much so. You do whatever you want. If you want to do this, do it. If you don't want to do it, then don't do it. That's how I look at it. I'm going to pull this back up so people can see it. I know y'all can't see number one.
One is just you have to be married.
Yeah, you have to be married. But once again, the husband has to be paying the majority of the household bills. And keep in mind, y'all, this is for people who are married, which means that if you're boyfriend or girlfriend, this law don't apply to you anyway. So the other way to avoid this whole thing is just not get married.
I feel like there are more women that are boyfriend and girlfriend that get cheated on than there are husband and wife that get cheated on.
I agree with that wholeheartedly.
So I don't see much of a difference. The only difference I see is that there are no legal ramifications based on if you meet all the criteria for cheating.
But when you break up with your girlfriend, you don't have to worry about your girlfriend taking half the equity in your house.
Facts.
That's the big difference.
I will not argue that.
So, that's basically what this is talking about. We kind of talked about this a lot. Right. I know we didn't share as much as the video as we normally do, but we just kind of want to get to the meat of this particular thing. Y'all tell us what you think in the comment section below. Yeah. Hector, you want to close us out?
Yeah, man. Y'all make sure y'all give us that big thumbs up, subscribe. Make sure you click that bell for them notifications. Make sure you commented on this video about what they talking about, what we talking about. You know what I mean? Do all the good YouTube stuff. We do interact with y'all. So if you leave a comment, we gonna say some stuff because we gonna talk our shit a little bit more. You feel me? We want to see how y'all feeling. We love y'all and we out. Peace.